ArsenalFanTV, Chris, I've got mixed emotions. A couple of the guys were criticising me for saying it was a great comeback, which I thought was a great comeback. But then also, they make great points when they say it was a horrible, horrible performance by Arsenal, you know, for most of that game.
I'm absolutely buzzing. That was a magnificent comeback. And that to be 3-0 down, away from home, 20 minutes to go, if someone had offered you a 3-0, you would barely have believed it. We weren't in the game. That Sanchez goal was out of nothing, really. It's not like we're pressuring them or getting any shots on target. And to come out of tonight when we were thoroughly outplayed with a point is huge, in my opinion. People saying it's 2 points dropped.
I mean, DT says he gives no credit to the team for the comeback because we should never have been in that position in the first place.
Don't ask him about him, because he'll get his knickers in a twist that I mentioned. No, but he's the chief constable of the fun police, so let him say that. But
but he makes a good point that when he says that, you know, we shouldn't be in this position. 3-0 down. You know, listen, you can be 1-0 down, yes, but 3-0 down to Bournemouth. No disrespect to Bournemouth, but
you are disrespecting them. They just beat Liverpool 4-3. So is that embarrassing for them? I hated what all the fans were singing tonight when we were 2 or 3-0 down. That this is embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
No, but how
it was embarrassing. You're 3-0 down, so you're chasing the Premier League, and you come away to Bournemouth, right? Which, you know, come on, we're all coming here expecting a victory tonight, right? We know it's the Premier League and anything can happen, but to be 3-0, 1-0 down, 2-0, 3-0 down to Bournemouth, and they were absolutely tearing us apart. I mean, it is embarrassing, Chris.
I feel that you're disrespecting Bournemouth. They played brilliantly. In the first 25 minutes, they bossed us. I know we were poor, and we'll get on to us in a minute, but they were brilliant, and they've won 5 out of the last 8 here. They beat Liverpool recently. They beat Chelsea and Man United last season. And it is... Arsenal fans have got no right to say they're embarrassed. How can you ever be embarrassed about supporting Arsenal Football Club? We're one of the greatest teams.
No, you're not embarrassing about supporting Arsenal.
That's what they were singing.
They're embarrassed with the performance. They were singing, "This is embarrassing."
No, but they were also singing, "We want our Arsenal back," and Wenger out, Wenger's a cunt, all of that. So to me, I was embarrassed of them, not the team. I'm proud of the team. Even if we lost tonight, I would have been proud. The fact that we actually came back to draw 3-3 makes me even prouder, and it's sort of like 2 fingers up at all the fans that were singing about being embarrassed tonight, because, you know, now that they can't be embarrassed anymore, and it's like they're completely fickle. But anyway,
but I'm gonna listen. I'll be honest with you. I was embarrassed at 3-0 down. I was embarrassed with the performance of Arsenal team. I was, you know, to hear Bournemouth fans singing to us, "Can we play you every week?" I mean, 3-0, Chris. That is embarrassing.
There were mitigating circumstances for it, though. There was part of it was our own doing, and there was part of it that was factors outside of our control. So we touched on Bournemouth being a good team. That's we've accepted that as a fact, that they're a very good team. They're probably one of the best of the rest outside the top 6. But in terms of us, we've touched on this already. I'm not going to use this as the only excuse, but it is one factor that we had 48 hours and to recover from the West Brom match. Bournemouth had a day more, and also that whenever you have these fixtures in close proximity to each other, like 3 games in 6 days, the game is always going to favour the home team. If you look at all the results over the Premier League, yesterday and tonight, the only away team that's got a result is Man United, who played against 10 men for 80 minutes. So it's the first hour really reminded me of the Southampton away match last year, when that was also like a game too far for us in terms of it was in Christmas time, when there was a lot. We can't seem to cope with like 3 games in 6 days. Like the last one always seems to take its toll, but to get a point out of tonight is amazing. But yeah, I did say about we didn't help ourselves, and I will be critical because I like to give a balanced view. I'm not all positive, I'm not deluded. So firstly, the players and managers should take responsibility for the first half. So at the end of the day, we were lucky to get out of it. I'm not going to paint paper over the cracks. We did require a bit of luck to get a draw, but you know, Bournemouth probably did deserve to win and should have won. They bottled it, to be honest. But the team selection, first of all, so the manager, I understand there should be rotation, but Ramsey should not be thrown into what it was a must-win game. Throw him into the FA Cup. I'm not trying to be wise after the event, because he had a bad game. I was saying this at the start, and it was crazy how we're not playing Oxlade-Chamberlain. And with something else that I've said many times this season is not to play Giroud. I'm worried that we're playing Giroud as the default striker now, and you know, we've seen he started quite a few games in a row. And
he did get the final goal.
He can't live off. Yeah, I know. he's brilliant as the impact substitute, but if he's picking him just because he scored that wonder goal, that's not going to happen every week. That was like a once in a lifetime sort of goal, and it's no doubt in my mind that Sanchez is our best player, yeah, so you play to his strengths, and he has to be played up front. And his contribution is being marginalised in the last few games, even though he's still our best player on the pitch. It's like, why would you not play to his strengths? And that is very much up front, down the middle. But we have to look at tonight's result, not in that it's 2 points dropped because of Chelsea. We've got to forget about Chelsea. That's irrelevant. We've got to look at tonight as on its own merits. Even a draw coming tonight without being 3-0 down would not be the worst result in the world. Obviously you want to win every game, but to do it when we're 3-0 down, it's the first time in my life that I've ever seen us come back from 3-0. I don't know about you. I was trying to remember any time in Arsenal's history, and I'm sure someone will tell me, but no, I've never been to a game where we've come back from 3-0. We obviously did that thing at Reading when we were 4 down. And we've come back from plenty of times from 2-0 down. But that Giroud goal was just one of the moments that makes it all worthwhile in terms of travelling here, travelling all over the country, all over Europe. And, you live for those moments. Like, if people don't want to enjoy it, and they're going to be miserable about it, fine. But I go to football to enjoy myself, and that would be one of the best memories of this season, in my opinion. For me personally, just that moment where it could turn off. There's little things like that can completely change the mental spirit in the club and the players, and give them that belief that we're not going to get beaten.